Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the Crypto Roundup Show. Thank you for tuning in. I am your host, Daniel Elving, and we will be covering some exciting news today with things that are going on in the Metaverse, NFTs, as well as some news you should know. So let's get to it. So the first thing I wanted to share with you guys today was that virtual living spaces are on the rise, and this new project known as Meta Mansions is planning to launch NFTs. So their whitelist sale is happening Friday, March 8th, and their public sale will be on March 19th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. They are planning to offer the ability to own a luxury NFT mansion. They call it Meta Mansions. And so there's 8,888 of them available for sale on the Ethereum network, 0.88 ETH. And so if you look at it, they're going to be able to utilize benefits with their Keys token for being able to utilize different revenue streams as well as for the community. So this will be interesting to see how this develops. And the CEO, Nima, was building mansions before and had a very large real estate network on Instagram. And so this will be interesting to see how this develops for virtual living spaces. So just wanted to share that with you guys. And so now we can go on to what's the news for today. And so the first thing I wanted to share with you guys is that Ukraine has signed a bill into law legalizing crypto. They already have 100 million donations so far from the war with Russia. And so my heart goes out to all you guys from Ukraine as well as Russia. I know this can be very hard times for you guys. And so just wanted to wish you guys all the best. And so they've legalized crypto in the country. They're signing the bill into law for virtual assets. So the law aims to provide classification, ownership, and regulation of the virtual assets, as well as settling registration requirements for the crypto service providers. And so the market will be regulated by the Ukraine's National Commission on Securities in the Stock Market. The state body is tasked with shaping and pursuing a policy in the field of virtual assets, determining the order of circulation of virtual assets, issuing permits to virtual asset service providers, and carrying out supervision and financial monitoring in this area. Moving on to the next news I wanted to share with you guys is that the Fed is raising the interest rate by 0.25%. And so they're planning to raise it 6 more times this year. The Bank of England has raised interest rates to 0.75%. From this, they haven't raised the interest rates from close to over since December of 2018. And so according to the Fed, quote unquote, inflation remains elevated, reflecting supply and demand imbalances related to the pandemic, higher energy prices, and broader price measures. The implications for the U.S. economy are highly uncertain, but in the near term, the envision and related events are likely to create additional upward pressure on inflation and weigh on economic activity. According to Bob, the chief strategist at Path Trading Partners and co-portfolio manager at Stock Think Tank, I'd say, quote unquote, that the market is not going to react to the rate hike, but will likely react very sharply to anything said in the statement, or more likely the press conference that indicates a change in the quantitative easing exit schedule or the start of the quantitative tightening. Equity markets do not tend to suffer all that often or all that much during rate hike cycles. And since the Bitcoin NASDAQ correlation is still holding very strong, I would expect the same thing for cryptocurrencies in general. So moving on to our next news, the clearinghouse is partnering with Wells Fargo to collaborate with a SWIFT replacement. And so this will be a cross-border payment system that's specifically designed to support digital commerce that could potentially replace SWIFT. And so the system, known as real-time payment service, is going to facilitate real-time transfer of digital currency between eligible accounts at Wells Fargo. I have an account at Wells Fargo, so this looks like it works in my favor. And so, of course, there is a limit right now. Currently, there's a $5,000 cap for Wells Fargo, but it has said that it's been able to have a $100,000 credit transfer limit elsewhere. So we'll see how that happens. It's going to be specifically designed for the digital on-the-go way we live and work today, according to a clearinghouse spokesperson. And so the RTP system includes real-time posting, immediate confirmations, and a secure two-way messaging service. So the transfers are immediate and final, offering maximum control to the user just like cash. We can see that more major banks are recognizing the need to improve the flow of commerce in the digital economy with bespoke systems designed for that purpose. And so moving on to our next news we have is that Instagram is going to be adding NFTs soon to their platform. So according to the Meta CEO, Mark Zuckerberg, we're working on bringing NFTs to Instagram in the near term. So NFTs will be available in the coming months. We'll look forward to seeing how that plays out. Just like how Twitter is getting into the NFT space, and all these social media companies are recognizing the value of NFTs and the metaverse. And so we're going to see a continuing of that process continue to play out in the future. And so social media companies have looking to implement cryptocurrencies and NFTs into their platforms. Reddit implemented NFT avatars as well as the adult site OnlyFans. And so we'll look forward to seeing how this plays out in the future. And moving on to our next news, as you may or may not already know, Yuga Labs acquired intellectual property to CryptoPunks and Meebits to give commercial rights to the community. This will allow the community to use it for commercial abilities, which they weren't able to do before, which you've seen now. It's going to become a lot bigger now with the increase of, the floor prices from the CryptoPunks and Meebits as a result of this. As we know, Yuga Labs are the innovators of the modern profile picture project, PFPs, and the best in the world at operating these projects. They are the ideal stewards of the CryptoPunks and Meebits. In their hands, we are confident that they will continue to be vital, thriving projects in the emerging decentralized web, according to Matt Hall, and John Watkinson, co-founders of Larva Labs. And so, moving on to our next news, we have, if you didn't know this already, Bored Ape Yacht Club, the holders of the NFT were issued Apecoin token, known as Ape Ticker. And so, it crashed its first day, but now it's surging back up during its second day of trading, and it's already on like Coinbase, on Binance, and other exchanges. So this is already becoming a huge popular crypto right now. According to Alex Zander, the director of blockchain research at Quantum Economics, the community involved with the Bored Ape Yacht Club and Mutant Ape Yacht Club is strong. And so they are a status symbol like a Rolex or a Lamborghini. If you've made it, you got an ape. And so the ape coin, I'm sure, is going to become really popular in the crypto market. And so they were NFT owners of the Bored Ape Yacht Club, were airdropped 10,000 ape coin each, totaling 15% of the coin's total supply. Of course, it's already on major exchanges like FTX, Gemini, in addition to Binance and Coinbase that I already mentioned. The token itself is going to take part of a larger vision of aiming to have an ape DAO. And so that will be a monetary vehicle for the Yuga Labs own brand that has garnered the attention of everyone from mainstream celebrities to crypto native. Moving on to our next news, I'm going to share with you the businesses that are planning to enter the metaverse. And so the first one I wanted to talk to you about was American Express. So they're hinting on their metaverse entry with their filings of the patents and trademarks for metaverse. Traditional finance firms have already been on Decentraland, so they could possibly be on Decentraland too. So we'll have to wait and see. The company filed the patents and trademarks for its logos and items, including the Centurion Black Card and Shop Small program. And so they're also seeking to engage in virtual payments and electronic business transactions for digital media and non-fungible tokens. And so we are seeing that traditional finance and large corporations are increasingly aiming to boost their metaverse exposure. As we've seen, IMA Financial Group, a large US insurance broker and wealth management firm, has opened a research and development facility in the Ethereum-based metaverse as well. So it's only a matter of time before any may be purchasing consumer goods and services using mainstream credit cards in the metaverse. And so according to American Express spokesperson, American Express is always monitoring emerging technologies to see how they could benefit our customers, and the metaverse is a space we're following. We have no plans to share it at this time, but we're watching this space as this evolves. So moving on to the next business that is entering the metaverse, we have HSBC that is planning to enter the metaverse with their partnership with Sandbox. So they want to engage with sports, esports, gaming fans on the metaverse. I could see huge sports, gaming, as well as entertainment going to definitely enter into the metaverse space. and we'll see who comes next. And so with HSBC, they are, of course, the next bank to enter the metaverse following, JP Morgan. The bank will buy a plot of land in the Sandbox metaverse, which will develop to engage with sports, esports, and gaming fans. And so, according to Suresh, the chief marketing officer at HSBC, Asia Pacific, HSBC sees great potential in creating new experiences through emerging platforms. So, there's a partnership with Sandbox that will enable the bank to create, innovate brand experiences for new and existing customers. Moving right along to our next news, we have McClaren that is planning to enter into the metaverse by using Infinite World. So, of course, McClaren, the British automotive manufacturer, has entered the metaverse by giving customers a new level of experience where they can mint and sell non-fungible token NFTs. And so, through Infinite World, McClaren will showcase its luxury hypercars and supercars in the metaverse in the form of NFTs and other digital artworks. So, quote unquote, holders of NFTs minted on behalf of McClaren Automotive will be able to get unique benefits, which may include but are not limited to exclusive and buyer only experiences. So, with Infinite World being a US based IT firm that provides plug and play NFT and metaverse infrastructure, the users will have a chance to own McClaren branded products. The metaverse continues to gain steam in the modern era because it entails shared virtual worlds where avatars, buildings, land, and even names can be bought and sold, often using NFTs. Lamborghini launched its NFT collection earlier this year. NFTs are deemed a game changer because they will define the future of sports, according to a PricewaterhouseCoopers report. And so, according to William, the co-founder of stablecoin Tether, NFTs would become the revenue model of the metaverse. And so when the reality is combined with digital numbers, unimaginable changes would be produced based on how the world interacts. And so the last one I wanted to tell you about entering the metaverse is Rihanna. She has filed patents to offer products in the metaverse. I told you about meta fashion. This is going to be big. Rihanna now wants to conquer the Web 3.0, making a name in the metaverse. And so according to U.S. trademark attorney Josh Gerben, Rihanna filed a new batch of trademark applications to offer her company cosmetics and products in the virtual format in the metaverse. So Rihanna will be following many celebrities' footsteps in the fashion world. As I mentioned to you earlier before, L'Oreal and Victoria's Secret that have entered in the metaverse. So Rihanna wants to expand her fashion empire into the metaverse. So, as Rihanna has not only eclipsed the music world with her songs, but has also managed to create a fashion company that has achieved a market value of over $570 million in 4 years. Of course, the physical world is not enough for the artist, so she aims now to conquer into the Web 3.0. She has filed a new trademark application indicating that she will offer virtual cosmetics and hair care products under her Fenty brand. Of course, we've seen in March, the first fashion week on all Web 3.0 will be held in Decentraland. So other major brands such as Nike, Adidas, Reebok, and Puma have also invested in the metaverse. And so many celebrities have entered the metaverse either in the Sandbox or Decentraland, as well as other metaverses that are soon to come. And so they're looking for a new way to bring their music or products to people who cannot physically attend their stores or concerts, or who simply prefer to enjoy them from their comfort of their home. And so, of course, on March 15th, actress and DJ Paris Hilton announced her partnership with Sandbox during a live DJ gig at the Southwest Film Festival. And so as more famous artists such as Rihanna, Paris Hilton, Snoop Dogg continue to enter the metaverse, these platforms may continue to grow to offer better and better immersive experiences to their users. So that is all I have for you today. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to smash the subscribe button, like this video, ping the notification bell, and comment down below. And I look forward to seeing you next time on the Crypto Roundup Show.